Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 35-minute full body Pilates workout. You don't need any equipment today, and we're getting started standing on the back edge of our mats, feet hip distance apart. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, grab your left wrist and lift up and over to the right. Inhale through center, exhale, grab the right wrist and lift up and over to the left for a nice side stretch. Inhale through center, exhale, grab the left, lift up and over to the right. Let's do one more each side. Inhale through center, exhale, stretch up and over to the left. Inhale through center, release your hands. Exhale, dive forward, finding that forward fold. And just pedal out your legs a couple of times, alternating bending into one knee at a time, getting a nice deep stretch through the opposite leg. Place both heels down on the floor now. Bend your knees to press down into your palms and walk forward to find a high plank. Draw your right knee to chest, left knee to chest, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow, and then walk it back into your forward fold. Roll all the way up through the spine, lifting your arms overhead, and let's do that again. Swan dive forward, walk your hands out, find your high plank, right knee to chest, left knee in, right knee across, left knee across. Walk your hands back towards your feet, roll up through the spine. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, arms reach overhead, exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward, find that high plank. Draw the right knee in, right across, left across. Walk your hands back towards the feet. Roll up through the spine 2 more times. Reach your arms overhead, swan dive down, find that length through the legs. Walk the hands out. Right knee in, right across, left across. Walk the hands back. Roll it up, last time. Arms reach overhead, dive forward, walk out, find that nice strong high plank position. Draw right knee in, right across, left across. Walk your hands back towards your feet and hang out in your forward fold 1 more time. Core should be feeling a little more warmed up. Let's grab a hold of opposite elbows, sway gently from side to side, releasing any tension through the back and the spine. Come through center, drop your hands, shake your head yes and no, releasing any tension through the neck. Roll all the way back up to standing now and bring your arms straight overhead, and let's take some high knees. Draw your right knee up towards your chest and release. Left knee up and release. Right knee and left, pulling the elbows behind the back each time you drive the knee up, warming up through the upper body, the lower body, and the core, using the strength of those lower abs to draw your knee up towards the body, using the strength of the back to squeeze your elbows back behind the rib cage. Exhaling as you draw one knee in towards your chest, inhaling to release. Just give me 1 more each side. And bring your arms back down by your sides. Walk a little bit farther up on your mat now and separate your feet out so that they're as wide as the mat and your toes are turned out at a 45-degree angle. On your inhale, sit your hips down and back into your squat, reaching the arms up, and exhale, stand. Inhale, lower. Exhale to stand. 8 more, reaching the arms up overhead and then pressing them back behind the hips as you come to that standing position. Squeezing through the glutes, through the quads and the hamstrings here. As we inhale, sit the hips down and back like you're sitting into a chair, and exhale to squeeze the glutes and rise up to standing. Let's hold low in our squat now. Lift your right heel up as you press your right arm back. Reset through center. Lift the left heel, press the left arm back. Come through center, right heel and right arm. Left heel and left arm. Give me 2 more each side at this nice slow pace, holding low in our squat the entire time. Give me 1 more each side. Now bring the right arm back and lift up through the right heel, and let's speed it up. So switch the arms and the legs. Switch and switch, giving me a little pulse through the hips each time you swap, working into that upper back, burning out through the glutes and the calves here as we switch and switch, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hold it through center now. Reach your hands down between your legs. Inhale as you tap your fingers to the floor, lower your hips, exhale to your squat. Inhale, lower all the way, exhale, lift. 8 more. So you're never coming fully up to a standing position here. You're starting in that squat, lowering down so far that your fingertips tap your mat, and then lifting right back up to that starting position. Just give me 3 more here. You can do it. Burn out those glutes. Last 2. And last 1. Hold in your squat. Bring your hands to your hips. Pulse it down for 10. For 9. This is where we finish this squat series. Can you sink an inch lower down? Just for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way up to standing. Go ahead and shake out the legs. Turn your toes so they're facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down for a nice little wide-legged forward fold. Heel toe your feet together now so they're hip distance apart. Bend your knees to come flat onto the palms of your hands. And then step your legs back, finding a nice high plank position. And we're just gonna hold here in our high plank for 5 big deep breaths. So taking inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth while actively pressing the ground away from you through the palms, shoulders stacked right over the wrists, nice and engaged through the upper body, keeping your hips lifted up, making sure they're not drooping down towards that mat, pulling the belly button up towards the spine, active and engaged through the core. Take 1 final deep breath in. And exhale, blow it all the way out through the mouth. Drop your knees down, sit your hips back towards your heels, and reach your arms forward for that child's pose. Slowly walk your hands back in towards your hips, and let's come down onto the left side of the body now, placing your left forearm down on the mat, stacking left shoulder over left elbow. Bend your left knee slightly on the mat and extend your right leg long out to the side, getting ready to work that outer right glute. Right leg is extended with that foot flexed. And I want you to drive that right leg forward, straight in front of the hip, and pull it back to the side. Flex your foot, drive the leg forward, point your foot, pull it back. 4 more like this. Inhale, kick forward. Exhale, pull back. Drive it forward. Pull it back. 2 more before we add on. And last 1. Now let's find a combo. Drive the leg forward. Pull it back, bring your knee in towards your chest, and press it out to the side. Flex the foot, drive your leg forward, point and pull it back. Knee comes towards the chest and press it away. 4 more. Kick forward, pull back, knee to chest, press it away. Inhale, drive the leg forward, exhale, pull it back. Inhale, knee to chest, exhale, press your leg to the side. Kick forward, pull back, knee to chest, and out. This is your last one. Bring your leg straight out in front of the hip now and turn your big toe down towards the floor. Tap your toes down and lift. Tap it down and lift just for 6 more, really getting into that right outer glute here. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift for 3 more. Last 2. Last 1, straighten out your leg, pull it back to the side, and exhale, lift straight up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 6 more here, squeezing into that right side as we exhale, lift it up. Inhale, bring it down for 2 more. Hold it lifted. Take a tiny bend through the knee and press. Bend, press, bend, press. Little gas pedal pushes through that right heel. Just here for 4 more. Last 3, 2. Hold the leg extended, point the toes, draw circles to the front for 10. For 9, little circles about the size of a baseball here, really burning out through that right side. And switch directions, drawing circles to the back for 10. Don't let that leg drop, keep it lifted at hip height or above. Hold through center, flex the foot, pulse up to finish for 10. For 9, squeeze and lift here. Just for 6, last 5, pulsing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Extend that left leg long down on the mat. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and lower all the way down onto your left side, feeling that stretch through that right glute. Let's slowly pop it back up onto that left forearm now, getting ready for a little modified side plank series. So bend your knees to about 90 degrees and squeeze them together on your mat. Bring that right hand onto your right hip and take a big inhale here. On your exhale, squeeze through that left oblique and lift your hips up. Inhale, hips tap down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Might take a bit of adjusting to get that position right, making sure as you lift up that left shoulder stays stacked over the left elbow, using the strength of that left oblique to lift the hips up. Just give me 2 more here. And last one. Hold with those hips lifted. Release your right arm up towards the sky, and let's thread the needle under the left side of the body and release. Inhale, thread the needle, twisting under. Exhale to release. Really rotating through the middle of that spine to reach your right arm underneath the left side of the body, and then coming back to that starting position, making sure your hips are staying pointed forward the entire time so that rotation is coming from the middle of your back, really squeezing into the center of the waist here, working those obliques. This is your last one. Hold the right arm lifted and pulse the hips up to finish. For 8 more. 7, squeezing up and down through that left oblique. Just pulsing for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower that left hip all the way down, and let's take a mermaid stretch, lifting the left arm up and over towards the right side of the mat, stretching out that left oblique. And just take some big circles with that left arm, releasing any tension through that shoulder from being propped up on the forearm. And then hold it, reaching overhead for one last deep breath. And then lift back up through center. You know the drill. We gotta do that whole series on the other side. So drop it down onto the right forearm now, shoulder stacked over the elbow. Bend that right knee on the mat and extend your left leg long. On your inhale, kick that left leg straight forward in front of the hip. Exhale, pull it back to the side of your mat. Inhale, kick forward. Exhale, pull back. 4 more like this, driving forward with that flexed foot, pointing through the toe as we pull the leg back to the side. 2 more here. And last one. Let's add on now. Kick the leg straight forward, pull it straight back, drive your knee towards your chest, and extend your leg long. Inhale, kick forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, press and extend. 4 more. Kick it forward. Pull it back. Knee to chest, not letting that leg drop below hip height, and extend. Last 3. Last 2 here, really squeezing into that left glute, getting it nice and warmed up. And last one like this. Kick your legs straight out from that hip now. Turn your toes towards the ground, tap the toes down and lift. Tap it down and lift for 6 more. Inhale to tap, exhale to squeeze, pinching into that left glute. just for 2, and 1. Straighten out the leg, pull it back to the side. Exhale, lift that leg straight up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and lower, squeezing into that left glute. Each time you lift it up, trying to lift it 1 inch higher each time. Just for 3 more. Last 2. Hold that leg lifted. Bend the knee slightly and press. Little bend and press for 8 more. Feeling that gas pedal push through that left leg, burning out the left glute. Just for 3 more. Last 2. Hold that leg extended, point through the foot, give me circles to the back. Draw in those circles about the size of a baseball with your big toe, making sure that that leg is staying turned in, outer thigh pointing towards the sky. And switch directions, 10 circles to the front. I know it's burning, but we're gonna get a nice little stretch soon. Just for 3 more. Hold it through center, flex the foot, and pulse up for 10. For 9, little squeeze and lift through that left side. This is where we leave this left glute. Just for 2. And 1, lower that left leg down, extend your right leg long down the mat, draw your left knee in towards the chest, and lower all the way down onto that right side, feeling a release through the left glute. Let's pop back up onto that right forearm now, squeezing the legs together, bending the knees, and bring your left hand onto your left hip, getting ready for our side plank series. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, squeeze through that right oblique and lift your hips off your mat. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. 6 more here. Lower the hips and lift. Tap them down. And lift, using the strength of that right oblique to lift your hips up sky high here. Just for 2 more. And last one. Let's hold with that hip lifted up now. Maybe adjust a little like me. Left arm reaches up in the air and we thread the needle and release. Reach under the right side of the body. And release it back up. 6 more. Inhale to twist. Exhale to come back through center. Inhale, reach under. Exhale, release, holding the hips lifted up in the same position the entire time, keeping the hips pointed forward as we rotate through the middle of the back and release it back up. This is your last one. Hold with that left arm lifted and pulse the hips up for 10. For 9, squeezing up and down through that right oblique here. Just for 5, reaching up towards that sky. For 2, and 1, lower the right hip all the way down. Let's take that mermaid stretch. Right arm reaches up and over, stretching out that right side. And then take those big circles with the right arm, releasing any tension through that right shoulder. And hold with the right arm lifted over for one last big deep breath. And release it back up through center. And let's turn to face the front side of the mat, bending our knees and placing your feet down on the ground, hip distance apart, getting ready to give those glutes a bit of a break and start to work the center core. So reach your arms straight forward at shoulder height, getting ready for our little half roll down series. On your inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, tuck your hips under, roll halfway down towards your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, spine straightens. Exhale, sweep the arms around, find that C curve. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll halfway back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, find that nice C curve shape with the spine. Give me 4 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, really sweep the arms around, opening up through those shoulders. For these final 2, lifting the arms up, sweeping them around, and last one, inhale, sit up, spine straightens, exhale, hold it back. On your inhale now, reach your arms over to the right, exhale, pull through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale through center, one more each side before we add on. Now, as you twist to the right, lift your right knee up. Reset through center, twist left, lift the left knee, and come through center. Inhale to the right, exhale through center, inhale to the left, exhale through center. 4 more each side. So we're holding back in that C curve position the entire time, just rotating from that thoracic spine once again, working into those obliques. For 2 more each side, twisting through the waistline. And last one, twisting to the right. And twisting to the left. Hold it through center and let's pulse it back for 10. For 9, little lifts and lowers through that chest, squeezing through the center core. For 4 more, 3, 2, hold that C curve for an inhale and exhale, roll all the way down your spine, coming down onto your backs, extending your legs long in front of you, and reach your arms straight overhead, getting ready to start our Pilates roll-ups nice and slow. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, crunch up through the chest, reach your arms by your hips, inhale here. Exhale, tuck your hips under, roll all the way up through the spine, inhale, reach the arms straight up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hips tuck under. We roll down the spine. Inhale, arms overhead. Let's do that again. Exhale, crunch up, hands by your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up through the spine. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up once again. And we exhale to tuck the hips under and roll all the way down. Let's speed it up a little bit now. So on your inhale, reach your arms forward, roll all the way up through the spine. Exhale, reach forward, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way down. Exhale, arms overhead. Again, inhale, tuck the chin, tuck the hips, roll up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way down. Exhale, arms overhead. 4 more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, find that forward stretch. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. If you're having a hard time rolling up, I want you to bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor, and push down through the feet as you roll up, getting a little bit more leverage here. We're just doing 1 more. Roll up through the spine, find that nice length through the backs of the legs. Roll all the way down and reach your arms overhead and stretch through your hands and your feet in opposite directions, releasing through the core. Bring your hands back down by your sides now, bend your knees in. Interlace your hands behind your head, sending your elbows out nice and wide, getting some support for the neck. And we're gonna lift our knees up to a tabletop position, stacking them directly over the hips. Let's get ready now for our little final ab series of this class. Take an inhale, exhale, curl up through the chest. Inhale, lower, exhale, curl up. 4 more here, lowering down, crunching up, trying to lift the head, neck, and shoulder blades up off of that mat. For 2 more. And last one, hold it curled up now. On your inhale, extend your right leg long down the mat. Exhale, bring it back to tabletop. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, tabletop. Right leg out and in. Left leg out and in. Give me 2 more each side before we make this a little more challenging. And last one, right leg extends and bends. Left leg out and in. All right, now extend your right leg long down the mat and curl right elbow to left knee, come through center, bend the right knee. Left leg extends, curl left elbow to right knee, through center, bend the knee. Extend the right, reach the elbow across, bend the knee in. So adding a bit more oblique work and forcing us to stay in that challenging single leg extension position for a little bit longer here. Trying to stay lifted up through the upper body the entire time here. We've got 3 more each side. You can do it, really twisting across with that elbow towards the opposite knee, wringing out through the waistline. For 2 more each side, really breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, using that breath to help you. This is your last one each side. Extend the right leg, reach across, come through center, and bend. Left leg extends, crunch across, through center, and bend. Extend your right leg now. Draw right elbow to left knee, and switch. Switch, and switch. Finishing this ab series off with our crisscross, staying lifted up on those shoulder blades, just reaching opposite elbow towards opposite knee. For 4 more. Just 3 more here. You can do it. Just for 2. And last one. Hold through center, lower down through your chest, and hug your knees in towards the body, taking a very well-deserved rest. Maybe rocking side to side on that low back, releasing any tension. Maybe circling out the knees, releasing through the hips, whatever feels good for you here. Release your legs back down onto your mat now and just windshield wiper your knees a couple times from side to side, releasing any remaining tension through your hips or your core. Hold the knees through center now, roll over onto one side and press yourself up, finding a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. Getting ready for our final series of this class, we're going to do a seated arm series. So reach your arms straight out to the sides at shoulder height with the palms facing down. Lift your left hand up overhead, press it back to shoulder height. Lift the right arm up, press it down, lift both arms, and down. Left arm up, lower down, right arm up, and lower, both arms, and lower. 3 more. I want you to think about leading with your wrist as you lift one or both arms up, really floating the arm up and down here like you're a little bird flapping your wings. Just give me 1 more round of this. Lift the left arm, lift the right, and lift both. Hold them to the sides now. Flip your palms forward, bring your arms to a 90-degree bend, press them straight up, and pull it down. Press it up, pull it down. 2 more before we add on. Last one. Now I want you to open your arms to the sides, curl them in, press them straight up, pull it down. Open, bend, press up, pull down, really flexing through the hands, nice and active through the arms, never letting those elbows drop below shoulder height here. Give me 4 more rounds of this. Last 3. 2 more. And last one. Hold with your arms extended to the sides now. Flip your palms up and back. Flip it up. Flip it back. For 6 more, really rotating from that shoulder joint. For 4. Last 3, don't let those arms drop. 2 more. Last one, hold the palms back and give me circles to the back here for 10. For 9, so pinkies stay pointed up towards the sky the entire time, just rotating through that arm. And switch directions, circles to the front for 10. For 9, keeping those palms flipped behind you, try not to let them rotate down towards the ground. Hold your arms straight to the sides and pulse it up. For 8 more, 7, 6, pulsing for 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip the palms down, bring your thumbs to your chest and extend. Bend the elbows and out. For 6, for 5, last 4. We are almost out of this series. You can do it. Just for 2 more. Hold the arms to the sides. Give me circles to the back here for 10. For 9, so palms are facing down now, a little bit less tension on those shoulders. And switch directions, circles to the front for 10. Making sure you're not collapsing through the spine here, sitting up nice and tall. Hold the arms through center now, lift up and down for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, And hold the arms still, palms are facing down. Big breath in through the nose. I know it burns, we're not here for long. Take a big breath in and release. Flip your palms up. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead, and exhale to press them all the way down by your sides and roll your shoulders back 4 times, releasing some of that tension. And switch directions. Give me 4 shoulder rolls to the front. And turn to face the front side of your mat now, extending your legs long in front of you. Inhale to reach the arms straight overhead, and exhale, find that forward fold, releasing through the backs of the legs. Slowly walk your hands up your legs now. Bend your knees in, cross your right ankle over the left knee, and sit your hips down for a seated figure 4, maybe rotating through that right ankle. And switch, crossing left ankle over the right knee, pressing your hips down and rotating through that left ankle if that feels good for you. Release that stretch and bring the bottoms of your feet together. Grab a hold of your ankles and hinge forward at the hips, using your elbows to push gently down on the knees, opening up through those hips and the inner thighs. Lift back up and come into a cross-legged position once again. Cross your left arm in front of the body, pulling it in towards the chest with your right and pushing your left shoulder down away from the left ear, feeling that stretch for the left side. And switch, crossing the right arm across the body, hugging it in with the left and pressing the right shoulder down away from the ear. The backs of your hands together now and just roll your wrists forward for 4 times, releasing any wrist tension, and reverse it back for 4. Extend your arms straight forward now with the hands together, and then flex your fingers outward. Inhale, drive your hands back, flip your fingers forward and drive them in. Flip them out, drive them back, opening through the chest. Flip them forward, drive them in, opening through the back. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Last one. Flex the fingers back, push the arms away, and bring them in. Interlacing your hands, pressing your arms in front of you, pressing your upper back towards the back side of your mat, feeling that release up your spine, and lift up through center. Inhale to lift your right arm up. Exhale, fall up and over to the left side of the mat, dropping down onto that left forearm for a nice side stretch. Lift up through center. Inhale, lift through the left arm. Exhale, fall up and over to the right, dropping down onto that right forearm now. Come up through center, and let's finish with some deep breaths. Inhaling to reach the arms overhead. Exhale, press the arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one. Inhale, reach up, reaching all the way up, separating through every vertebrae. And exhale, press the arms down. And that is it for today's 35-minute full body Pilates workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.